Have you ever felt the gentle beckoning of your higher self, calling you to a more elevated state of being? Within the tapestry of our existence, certain habits may act as veils, obscuring the connection to our higher self. In the spirit of self-discovery, let us embark on a transformative journey to identify and release 8 habits that, when gently relinquished, create a sacred space for the alignment with your higher self to unfold. Join me on this profound exploration of spiritual awakening. Subscribe to the channel now, and together, let's illuminate the path towards a more enlightened existence, where the essence of our higher selves can unfold in harmony with the cosmic rhythms of life. Negative self-talk. In the sacred chambers of our minds, the words we speak to ourselves carry a profound resonance. Negative self-talk, often subtle and insidious, can cast shadows on the canvas of our self-perception and impede our spiritual journey. The habitual recurrence of self-limiting thoughts creates barriers that obstruct the harmonious alignment with our higher self, a self characterized by compassion, empowerment, and divine understanding. Embracing the transformative power of affirmations becomes a spiritual practice, a conscious choice to shift the narrative within. Affirmations are more than mere words. They are vibrational expressions that echo through the corridors of our consciousness, influencing the energetic fabric of our being. By replacing self-limiting thoughts with affirmations that align with the compassionate and empowering nature of our higher self, we embark on a journey of self-love and self-empowerment. The process of embracing affirmations is a delicate dance with the subconscious mind. It involves unraveling the layers of conditioning, acknowledging the roots of negative self-talk, and consciously choosing thoughts that resonate with the elevated frequency of our higher self. Affirmations act as seeds planted in the fertile soil of our consciousness, gradually germinating into a garden of positive beliefs, self-compassion, and spiritual alignment. As we navigate the landscape of our inner dialogue, the transformative impact of affirmations becomes evident. They act as catalysts for a shift in perspective, fostering a mindset attuned to the limitless potential and inherent divinity within. The journey from negative self-talk to the embrace of affirmations is an invitation to co-create our reality with the higher self, a journey of self-discovery, self-love, and the gentle unfolding of our spiritual essence. Procrastination. In the tapestry of our existence, time weaves its intricate threads, inviting us to dance in the rhythm of the present moment. Yet the tendency to procrastinate often becomes a subtle hindrance to the seamless alignment with our higher self, a self unbound by the constraints of time. Procrastination, a delay in action or decision-making, can cast shadows on the canvas of our spiritual journey. The present moment, pregnant with infinite possibilities, becomes a portal to the timeless realm of our higher self. Every delay, every hesitation, is a whisper from the universe, urging us to shed the shackles of procrastination and step into the river of divine timing. Our higher self exists beyond the linear confines of past, present, and future. It resides in the eternal now, where each moment is a canvas waiting to be painted with the brushstrokes of conscious choices. Procrastination, in essence, is a resistance to the flow of life, an avoidance of the sacred invitation to engage fully with the present. Seizing the present moment becomes a sacred act of alignment with our higher self. It involves recognizing the urgency and significance of each moment, understanding that our choices ripple through the fabric of our existence. To overcome procrastination is to embrace the dance of now, to navigate the river of time with grace, and to align our actions with the timeless wisdom of our higher self. In the art of conscious living, every choice made in the present moment becomes a stroke in the masterpiece of our spiritual journey. As we release the grip of procrastination, we step into the river of divine timing, where the currents of synchronicity and alignment with our higher self carry us towards the infinite possibilities that reside in the eternal now. Overconsumption of media. In the modern landscape of constant connectivity and information bombardment, the habitual overconsumption of media can become a subtle barrier to the serene landscape of our inner world. The quest for spiritual insights necessitates a deliberate cultivation of mental space, an intentional decluttering of the mind from the incessant noise of external influences. Media, in its various forms, holds the power to shape our perceptions, influence our thoughts, and permeate the very fabric of our consciousness. While information can be a valuable tool, the excess of it can create a cacophony that drowns the gentle whispers of our higher self. In the pursuit of spiritual growth, creating a harmonious mental environment becomes paramount. Reducing media saturation is not a call for isolation, but an invitation to mindfulness. It is an acknowledgement that the silence between the notes allows the melody to be heard. The constant stream of information, opinions, and external stimuli can cloud the clarity of our inner vision, making it challenging to attune ourselves to the subtle frequencies of the spiritual realm. Cultivating tranquil mental space involves a conscious evaluation of our media consumption habits. It beckons us to discern between the noise that distracts and the content that nurtures our spiritual insights. The intentional carving of moments of stillness amidst the digital chatter becomes a sacred practice, a practice that invites the musings of our higher self to surface. In the stillness, we create a sanctuary for spiritual contemplation, allowing the fragments of wisdom from within to coalesce into a cohesive understanding. This process is not about renouncing the external world, but about finding a balance that honors the sanctity of our inner space. It is an act of reclaiming our mental sovereignty and empowering ourselves to choose the influences that align with the spiritual journey we seek. As we navigate the delicate dance between the external and internal realms, the intentional reduction of media consumption becomes a gateway to the unfoldment of spiritual insights. In the tranquil mental space, we find clarity, attunement, and the receptive silence that allows the whispers of our higher self to become the guiding melody in the symphony of our spiritual journey. Unhealthy relationships. Relationships, like threads woven into the tapestry of our lives, hold the power to either uplift our spirits or weigh us down. Unhealthy relationships, characterized by toxicity and energy-draining dynamics, become impediments to the seamless alignment with our higher self. To embark on a journey of spiritual growth is to recognize the profound impact of relationships and to intentionally nurture connections that resonate with the vibrational frequency of our evolving spiritual path. Unhealthy relationships often manifest in various forms, whether through emotional manipulation, constant negativity, or a draining imbalance of energy. These dynamics create energetic blockages, hindering the free flow of spiritual energy and disrupting the harmonious alignment with our higher self, a self that thrives in the soil of love, understanding, and shared spiritual evolution. Nurturing connections that align with our spiritual growth involves a conscious examination of the relationships that populate our lives. It requires the courage to release those connections that no longer serve our higher purpose, making room for relationships that become conduits of love, growth, and mutual spiritual upliftment. The journey towards healthy relationships is anchored in self-awareness. It involves a deep introspection to understand the energetic exchanges within our connections and the impact they have on our spiritual well-being. Recognizing when a relationship becomes a hindrance to our spiritual growth is an act of self-love, an acknowledgement that our journey deserves relationships that resonate with the elevated frequency of our higher self. Choosing to cultivate healthy relationships is an intentional practice. It is about fostering connections where authenticity, respect, and shared spiritual values form the foundation. In these relationships, individuals become mirrors reflecting the light of each other's higher selves, contributing to the collective journey of spiritual expansion. As we navigate the delicate dance of human connections, releasing unhealthy relationships becomes a sacred act of liberation. It is a declaration to the universe that we honor the sanctity of our spiritual path and are willing to surround ourselves with relationships that nourish, uplift, and align with the evolving essence of our higher self. In this intentional curation of connections, we create a space where our spiritual growth can flourish, and the harmonious alignment with our higher self becomes a natural and transformative unfoldment. Lack of mindfulness. In the rush of daily life, the absence of mindfulness can create a chasm between our external actions and our internal spiritual essence. To traverse the path of spiritual awakening is to recognize the transformative power of mindfulness, the conscious infusion of each moment with spiritual presence. Mindfulness is not merely a practice, it is a way of being, an intentional awareness that transcends the boundaries of past and future, anchoring us in the richness of the present. The lack of mindfulness, conversely, perpetuates a state of autopilot living, where actions unfold mechanically, and the subtleties of the spiritual realm remain veiled. Infusing each moment with spiritual presence involves a deliberate redirection of attention to the now. It is an invitation to savor the texture of each experience, to be fully present with the unfolding of life, and to attune our awareness to the gentle nudges of our higher self. The absence of mindfulness often manifests as a disconnection from the sacredness inherent in ordinary moments. It robs us of the opportunity to recognize the divine threads woven into the fabric of our daily existence. Spiritual insights often emerge in the quiet spaces between thoughts, and the lack of mindfulness can obscure these precious revelations. Cultivating mindfulness is a practice of returning, again and again, to the present moment. It involves observing our thoughts without judgment, immersing ourselves fully in our actions, and fostering a heightened sensitivity to the energy that permeates our surroundings. In this state of heightened awareness, the whispers of our higher self become audible, and the ordinary becomes extraordinary in its spiritual significance. As we integrate mindfulness into the tapestry of our lives, we create a space for spiritual insights to unfold organically. The practice becomes a vessel through which the profound depth of our spiritual essence is revealed. Each mindful breath, each conscious step becomes a testament to the alignment with our higher self, a dance of presence that transforms the mundane into the sacred, and the journey of spiritual awakening into a harmonious symphony of mindful living. Excessive materialism. In a world often defined by material pursuits, the excessive chase for possessions can create a barrier between our external desires and the inner realms of spiritual fulfillment. The journey towards spiritual alignment beckons us to shift our focus from material accumulation to the profound enrichment of the spiritual self. Excessive materialism is not just about the possession of tangible objects. It extends to the attachment and identification with these possessions as a source of identity and happiness. The quest for more can lead to a perpetual cycle of discontent, overshadowing the profound spiritual wealth that lies within. Shifting our focus from accumulation to spiritual enrichment is a conscious reevaluation of our values. It involves recognizing that true abundance resides not in the external, but in the internal landscape of our being. The pursuit of spiritual growth is an acknowledgement that the treasures of the soul surpass the transient allure of material possessions. The excesses of materialism often mask the richness of the spiritual path. As we accumulate possessions, there is a simultaneous need to shed the burdens of attachment, allowing the light of spiritual fulfillment to illuminate our journey. It is not a renunciation of the material world, but a harmonious integration, a recognition that material possessions can serve as tools for our journey rather than defining its purpose. In the tapestry of spiritual alignment, the shift from excessive materialism to spiritual enrichment becomes a transformative process. It is an intentional redirection of focus towards the intangible aspects of existence, the joy of shared experiences, the depth of inner peace, and the interconnectedness with the divine. As we embark on this recalibration, we rediscover the profound truth that spiritual abundance, rooted in the essence of our higher self, surpasses the ephemeral allure of material accumulation. Lack of boundaries. In the intricate dance of human interactions, the absence of clear boundaries can blur the lines between our energy and the energies of others, impeding the sanctity of our spiritual journey. To align with the higher self, it is imperative to cultivate and safeguard sacred spaces, emotional, mental, and physical, where spiritual growth can unfold without interference. A lack of boundaries can manifest in various forms, from emotional enmeshment to the depletion of personal energy in the service of others. Without well-defined boundaries, the delicate balance required for spiritual alignment becomes disrupted, and the clarity of our individual path becomes obscured by external influences. Fostering sacred spaces involves a conscious and loving delineation of the energetic territories that comprise our being. It requires an honest exploration of our emotional landscape, an understanding of our energetic limits, and the establishment of clear lines that delineate where our essence ends and another's begins. The absence of boundaries often leads to energetic leaks, where our spiritual vitality is dispersed in endeavors that do not contribute to our growth. Recognizing the necessity of boundaries is an act of self-love, an acknowledgement that our journey towards spiritual alignment requires intentional protection and nurturing of our energetic sovereignty. Establishing boundaries is not a rejection of others, but a compassionate act that preserves the sanctity of our inner world. It involves communicating our needs, saying no when necessary, and discerning between energies that align with our spiritual journey and those that may hinder it. Resistance to change. In the river of life, the resistance to change can act as a dam, hindering the natural flow of evolution and impeding the transformative currents of spiritual growth. To align with the higher self is to surrender to the inherent rhythm of change, recognizing it as a river that carries us towards the shores of our spiritual essence. Resistance to change often stems from fear, the fear of the unknown, the fear of letting go, and the fear of stepping into uncharted territories. Yet, the journey towards spiritual alignment invites us to release our grip on the familiar and embrace the ever-changing landscape of our existence. Resistance to change can manifest in various forms, from holding on to outdated beliefs to avoiding necessary transformations in our relationships or careers. The spiritual path, however, is a continuous unfolding, a journey of shedding old layers to reveal the luminous essence within. The resistance to change becomes a barrier to the unveiling of our higher self. As we navigate the currents of change, we find that each transformation is a stepping stone towards alignment with the higher self. It is an invitation to co-create our reality with the universe, to trust the divine intelligence that orchestrates the symphony of existence, and to embrace the ever-unfolding tapestry of our spiritual journey. In the dance with change, we discover the grace of letting go, the beauty of surrender, and the profound truth that the flow of evolution is an integral part of our sacred quest towards alignment with the higher self. In the sacred journey of removing habits hindering spiritual growth, we embark on a transformative odyssey towards the luminous shores of our higher self. From releasing the shackles of unhealthy relationships to fostering mindful living, each step is a dance towards alignment with the divine within. Letting go of the old and embracing the flow of evolution, we weave a tapestry of spiritual enrichment. As we nurture boundaries and cultivate spaces for growth, we invite the whispers of our higher self to guide us. Join me on this profound exploration of spiritual awakening. Subscribe to the channel, and together, let's illuminate the path towards a more enlightened existence, where the essence of our higher selves can unfold in harmony with the cosmic rhythms of life.